play real fast, and then you better hold on to all of your ass. We're gonna crush this show, just a few more steps. Nothing says rock like meticulous prep. So get ready to be ready, to get ready, 'cause we're almost about to rock. We're gonna chill your spine and blow your mind into time. Now get ready to be ready, to get ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to get fucking destroyed? We are nearly prepared to begin preparations for our final sound check of the evening, so please file out of the auditorium while we reset the stage. Thank you.
For those about to rock, please hang tight while I find my socks. Gonna crack your skull like an aftershock. Just gotta call my broker and sell some stock. So get ready to be ready, to get ready, 'cause we're almost about to rock. We're gonna melt your face through time and space at an appropriate pace. Now get ready to be ready, to get ready. Now get ready to be ready, to get ready. Now be ready to be ready, to get ready.
Oh. Bob, unmute yourself. I say this every fucking time, but
I'm not muted.
I tried to unmute you and it wouldn't let me unmute you, so you muted yourself or something. I don't know what the fuck happened. But I say this every goddamn time. The last one, I can't fucking figure out if and when that happens or how that fucking works. Oh shit, I forgot to change on my end, I forgot to change what game we were playing so people would know in the thing. Let me change that real quick. We are professionals here, folks.
It says Jedi Survivor 17.
No, that's in the top. That's in the top. I need to fucking change it to if you go to the back end to edit settings, you can change what game you're playing. So right now we're in the category of entertainment. If I go to gaming, I can change it to Jedi Survivor. Changed, updated. Daniel Barry, welcome, sir. Welcome. Oh man. So I just need to point this out really quick. We were talking about doing the 1 year anniversary of SWF, the Serious Wrestling Federation, tomorrow, but it's been canceled. And I'm going to tell everybody why it's canceled right now. A friend of mine who I've known since 2006, so like a good like 30 years, passed away on last Thursday, a week ago, and I didn't find out until Saturday. And so I have some things. Me and my brother knew her from a job that we had, and my brother wanted to help her husband out and do some running around for her husband on Thursday. So I'm not going to be available to do the SWF on Thursday, and so we're postponing the 1 year anniversary by a week to coincide. We're literally just going to be taking a month off. We took 3 weeks. We're at 4 weeks now. We're going to just get to the full month, and we're just going to take the month off, and we'll do the 1 year anniversary next Thursday.
That's perfectly acceptable. Like losing a longtime friend. I know exactly what that's about.
The main reason that I'm going out of my way to do more stuff than I probably normally would have done is within the last 2-3 years, I kept getting asked by my brother, because her name was Rita. She kept asking me to come see her, and I never made the time, and I probably should have. In fact, the last time I was asked, it was after she had moved to hospice. My brother asked me if I was going to go see her, and I said, yeah, I'll make some time. Then I just didn't make time, and now I feel really bad about it. Bob, your internet connection sucks assholes. I can't hear a word you're saying. I think you asked me how old she was.
What's like?
Now you're pinwheeling, Bob. Bob, you need to hop onto your phone if you could.
No, it goes in and out.
We live in the best goddamn country in this on this goddamn fucking planet. Bob can't even get good fucking internet. I wish I had the Tetris. I was gonna say Tetris. The thinking music from Jeopardy. Do 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 do. Oh, Bob having a shitty internet connection? Color me shocked. Do this here. There we go. Okay. Yeah, Bob's been frozen for a while. Oh, speak of the devil, you say his name 3 times and his doppelganger shows up. What's up?
Yeah, take me off the other one.
Already did.
I'll do it from my phone. Fuck it. We'll do it from my phone.
Hold on. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Fuck it, we'll do it live!
No, I wanted to ask, what was she diagnosed with?
I think it was cancer. I don't know how old she was, but she was pretty old when I met her 30 years ago. Was it 30 years ago? Yeah, 2006 would have been at least 30 years. Holy shit. I'm old.
What age range was she? Because that sounds.
Let me look it up. Let me look it up really quick. I can't tell you because I probably don't know. I think I was friends with her on Facebook. Yep, there she is. Oh, it was her birthday in March. Wow. I couldn't tell you how old she was, but she looked probably in her late 70s, early 80s.
Oh, okay. So she's like my mom's age. Okay.
Yeah, so when I met her, she was probably in her like late 50s, early 60s.
Okay.
And she wasn't like a petite person, so she was like yeah, she probably wasn't necessarily taking care of herself. Oh, a lot of people just showed up that I wasn't paying attention to. Callie Ford, welcome. James, you're right. It's 19 years ago. I'm a fucking retard. Phil's probably going to agree with you on me being a retard.
With a hard R. With a hard R.
Retard, hard R and everything. But Phil's over in my chat. The rest of the people are over in your chat, Bob. I got to turn my fan back on. I apologize if this is going to make some noise for people, but otherwise, I'm probably going to die of heat stroke.
No, turn it on. Like, it's still on the cool side here, but I would admit I think tomorrow we're back in our 70s. So
today we hit a high of 80. And sunflowers. This fucking caboose is like a convection oven. When the sun hits it for most of the day, and it just gets fucking blistering goddamn hot. The only reason I got up at noon today is because the fucking cupola where I sleep, which is the highest point in the fucking caboose, was hot as fuck, and I was just sweating. I'm like, I can't fucking do this anymore.
Paint it white.
Oh, Phil has a hoodie that proves Ike is a retard with a stick figure with a dick.
Oh, that's awesome.
You can still buy that. You can still buy that from the fucking link if Phil still has it. Phil, I think you're a mod. Post the link in the chat.
he in fact is a mod. He can post that link.
If I don't know if he's going to be able to find it, but I'm not trying to get him to do my job. I could probably find it if I wanted to. Hey, Callie again. Sunflower. A lot of you missed this. I wanted to get Sunflower and I were supposed to get together and I gotta find it. Stand by. He's actually gonna look for it.
Stand by. He's actually gonna look for it. Yeah.
Sunflower and I were supposed to get together, and she's going to do a face reveal on the SWF. I'm thinking for the 1 year anniversary, and we were supposed to get together, but a lot of shit's been happening. Like everybody noticed that last week, almost every fucking live stream except for Friday got canceled. I had a lot of shit going on.
Well,
And-
you got a bunch of shit to do for the Father's Day.
Yes.
blacksmith
I've also got a Father's Day thing coming up that I need to do a lot of work for as well. And so the last 2 months have been a wash because I twisted my ankle really bad and I couldn't fucking do anything. And then I was just kind of lazy. But then the Father's Day thing's coming up. I was been doing a lot of work last week, and I did a lot of work. I did some work today, but yesterday and Monday, holy shit, there was a lot of shit that happened on Monday. Like I drove back from Seattle, it took me like 6 hours, but I drove back along the coast instead of going down I-5. And so it was so beautiful. I got to hang out with my buddy Cody. Him and I hung out for like 3 hours. That was fucking awesome. I haven't seen him in a while.
PCH
And then-
is like one of the most beautiful drives in the entire country.
Say that again?
I said the PCH is like one of the most beautiful drives in
What?
the entire country.
What is the PCH?
Pacific Coast Highway.
Are you talking about 101?
I would imagine.
It's got to be 101 because it goes from Washington down through Oregon and then into California. So it's got to be it. But I've never called it I've never heard it called PCH. I've only ever heard of it called 101.
It's known as the Pacific Coast Highway to all of us Midwesterners. We call it the PCH.
We just call it 101. We're not from California. So you don't call it the 101. It's just 101.
In fact, in Grand Theft Auto 5, it has a nickname too.
Oh, Phil's right. Hold on. PCH
is along the coast.
Highway.
Yes.
I gotta look this up because Phil knows what that is. 101 is a different highway. So, okay, Pacific Coast Highway is a scenic coastal route primarily in California. So that's why I don't know of it. 101 also exists in California, but PCH is a different highway. And that's why I don't know what the fuck it is, because that's not a Pacific Northwest thing. That's a Californian thing. And we differentiate ourselves from California hardcore because California fucking sucks dickholes.
Yeah, not by much from you guys.
So Cali's, so Phil's right. PCH 1, and then 101 is a different highway. Yes, and so both the 101 does go. No, I just said the 101. 101 does go through California as well. I've driven it into California at least once.
I've played Streets of LA.
Crystal, welcome.
And I know the 101 is different from the PCH.
James, you're right. 101 goes between LA and Northern California. So 101 also, hey, Brandon Trueblood, welcome. Did you harvest the shiitake mushroom from your plumber? Go fuck yourself, Brandon.
That is some prime shit talking right there.
Yeah, so 101 I drove on 101 for a little bit on my trip. So what I did was I drove from where I was at in Kent, Washington, which is about 45 minutes to an hour depending on goddamn fucking traffic in Seattle. Kent is just south of Seattle. I drove from there down to Olympia, which is another 45 minutes, and then I drove southwest. So the road I was taking was kind of going like this down the map, and so I drove that until I hit the ocean at one point, and then I went a different way through Nacelle, and then I went up through Astoria. So I didn't go through Long Beach. Long Beach would have added an extra 30 minutes to my drive, and it was already like a 2.5 hour, and it was already going to be a 5-hour drive to get home from there. So I didn't want to add an extra 30 minutes. Then I went and hung out with my buddy Cody in Astoria. We went to a really small bar it's right outside of town in Astoria. That was really cool. And then we went to a different bar called South Jetty over by Fort Stevens State Park, and that was really cool. The fucking bartender there was awesome, and Cody told me something he never told me before. Like the last girlfriend he had died from like liver failure for like some weird like liver disease that she had, and she was a bartender there, and so there was a shrine at the bar for her. I'm like, what the fuck? You didn't tell me this shit.
Well, liver failure has to do with like thyroid and stuff like that, and that's it's pretty common.
He was only dating her for like 8 months, and then from the moment that they diagnosed her to when she passed was probably about a month and a half.
Wow, that sucks.
Life is short, people.
Hospitals call it Bob.
Okay, let's see about getting. I'm gonna start getting the game started so we can play the game.
Well, let me tell you guys in chat what happened recently. You guys know my car was stolen, right?
Oh my god, I forgot. We were going to talk about that. I forgot.
So yesterday, my brother comes in at about around 6:37. He's like, "Hey, dude, I'm gonna go to the Mexican chicken place, a block away. You want anything?" And I'm like, "No, I'm good," because I always eat at late lunch and stuff like that, and I only eat basically one huge meal a day. And I get a call from my brother like 20 minutes later, and he's like, "Dude, your fucking car is out in front of the chicken place." And I'm like, "What?" So he's like, "Yeah, grab your keys. We're grabbing this bitch." So I walk up about a block and a half. There's my fucking car. It's been gone for fucking 6 days. I get it.
Bob literally messaged me, what was it? It was like last week. Last week he messaged me on Thursday or Friday. I can't remember when he messaged me.
It was Thursday because Wednesday I parked.
But he messaged me. He messaged me, and the first thing he said is, "My car got stolen." The second thing he said was 5 of my Bandmade CDs were in there. I'm like, Bob, do you not care about your car? You just care about the holy grail of Bandmade CDs? Who the fuck listens to a CD anymore?
I do every day in my vehicle.
Bob's got a 7-disc CD changer in there, and the only CDs in there are fucking Bandmade CDs, and the only decision he has to make is which one he pulls out to replace the 8th one.
I ordered those CDs from Japan. They sat in customs.
At this point, I just made that up, but I'm actually not kidding. He probably would do that. He'd probably just sit there, have 2 CDs in his hands, like, which one's going in today? And because he has 8 CDs, but he's only gonna have a 7-disc changer. He's like, which one's gonna go in? And you have it at random.
That shit cost me yen. I had to pay yen for it, which is around $200 for 5 CDs.
Hold on. Yen, you still did it.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, never mind.
But the CDs were in there. I got them back.
Oh my god, the game just goddamn crashed.
We're gonna have to reload it.
If the game doesn't load, then we're just gonna put out a fucking thing. People can join us, and we can just talk about whatever. Oh my god!
I think we had the same problem last time, and we got over it.
We got over it before. I turned the fan on; it turned itself off. Wait, no, it's on cool. No, I want to put on fan. There we go. Okay, it got just. God damn it! It was just getting I hate stagnant air. I hate stagnant air so much.
Oh, I was going to talk about the weekend. I spent it out in polka dots.
Oh yeah, you were going out of town for the weekend for what Memorial Day.
Yeah. And my sister ordered the coolest thing ever. I sent you a picture. If you want to share it, it's in the Discord.
Oh, you sent it in the Discord. Okay, I can pull it up.
you can buy these things called
Oh my god, I know exactly what you're talking about. Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
it's like little packets of element that you can throw into a bonfire, and it completely changes the color of the bonfire.
The problem with the picture you sent me is that the color temperature is different at night with your camera that you're using. But yeah, I'll pull this up. Give me 2 seconds.
And it's pretty cool. Like there was purples
There,
and shit.
here is Bob's. Here is Bob's fire of a different color. Now that's
Yeah.
fire of a different color.
That didn't really come through.
See, yeah, no, you can see the difference. So this has got to be the OG fire. This is whatever fucking element you put in there.
That was like teal and green, and there was purple.
I can
it was like the coolest
I
thing.
can guarantee it looked a lot better in person than in this stupid picture.
Yeah, I actually took a video of it, but it's
The video is going to be just as bad, Bob.
no, it was too compressed to send through Discord. That's why I didn't do it.
Okay, so it's something I want to talk about. I went to a concert on Saturday. It was my friend
Kylie, right?
Rilo Kiley. Yeah, Rilo Kiley. I went to a concert on Saturday. Rilo Kiley. It was for my friend's 48th birthday. And she was high as fuck and drunk as shit, and she was crying. She's like, "This is the best birthday I've had in a long time." I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm sorry that me being here made it the best birthday, but whatever." But it gets even funnier. So at one point, she was sitting in her chair. We were sitting in our chairs. We're like kind of waiting because we had been told that the drink tent was going to close. And so we were kind of putting it off. I'm like, I don't want to wait in line. I'm fine. Like maybe 10 minutes before the drink tent was going to close, I'm like, fine, I'll go get us some beers. She's like, yeah, go get us some beers. Gave me her card or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And so I walk, hey, Scotty, welcome. So I walk up, I wait in line. I get there like 3 minutes after they say it's supposed to close. I'm like, hey, can I get 2 of these Black Raven Pilsners? And the guy's like, I can sell you 1. And I sat there perplexed for a second. I'm like, wait, you can only sell me 1 beer? And he's like, yes, we can only sell you 1 open container. I'm like, okay, let me get this straight. And I actually said it this way. I said, okay, let me get this straight. You'll fucking sell me I actually said you'll fucking sell me an entire goddamn bottle of wine, but you won't sell me 2 beers? And he's like, no, I can sell you 6 bottles of wine. I'm like, what the fuck? That makes no sense.
Why don't you just ask him for 1 open beer and 1 that wasn't open?
No, they can't. So Washington state law says that you can only sell 1 open container. The wine, when they sell it to me, isn't open. And so
Okay.
wine rules are different than beer rules. And so the only reason that they can only sell me 6 bottles of wine is due to an internal policy and not a Washington state policy.
Okay, this sounds like legal ease. Okay.
No, it's so fucking no. When it comes to like alcohol rules in the fucking liberal state of Washington, it's goddamn fucking retarded.
Oh, with a hard R.
Hard R and everything.
I would ask them, hey, why don't you sell me
Wait,
1 open container beer and 1 on the side, and I'll give you a little thing on the side. That's called a negotiation, Ike.
No, they can't do that. They can't do that because they don't want to lose their liquor license.
Yeah.
Hold on. There's a new function here that I'm messing with right now. Comments take the stage, so we can put the comments on the stage somehow. I'm trying to figure out how the fuck to do that because I saw somebody do that at one point.
Ike, did you see my private chat thing?
Oh, they're right there. Okay, I see what they're at.
Did you see my private chat thing?
I do not see a private chat. Did you send it to me on Discord?
No, it's in the private chat of our broadcast.
I have not seen anything in the private chat at all. Let's get this game going, and then we can discuss that here in a second.
Let's see if it works.
No, it's running right now. It's running
Okay,
right now.
awesome.
Let me. No, wrong button. Let me fucking add it to the stage, and we can fucking get this thing going. Share screen. Shared. There. Okay. I do need to respond to a thing here really quick.
No, I just put in the private chat that your Cash App is in the link down below. You might as well add mine too. Just scroll.
Yeah. Onto the scroll. Yeah, no. Put your Cash App in. I'll fucking add that shit. I don't
No, I
remember where
put it
we
in the
are. We're like
private
2
chat.
weeks. I don't see
I
it in the
forgot
fucking
where we
private
are.
chat, Bob.
It's $ Pulse Kebab 123.
Of course, it has to be 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, like
Oh,
I can get myself out of full screen.
Okay, let's change that really quick. $ Pulse
Oh,
Kebab
there you go.
1, 2, 3. Hold on. Or
Yeah, there it is.
it's called hashtag Pulse Kebab 1, 2, 3. There we go. Saved and uploaded.
Oh, there it goes. It's scrolling across. Perfect.
Gotcha, fam.
Not like nobody's gonna ever buy me a beer anyway. They know I'm an alcoholic.
Occasionally people buy me beers. Like I've got this one and I've got this PBR and that's all I got for the rest of the night.
I'd buy you more beers than anybody.
No, I know you do, and I hate asking you. I really do.
Don't hate to ask me. If you need some beer money, you send me a message. I will goddamn send you some
The
beer
last time I asked you, Bob, you responded like, "When are you going to send me money for beer?"
And then I realized you never had my Cash App.
When you said that, I'm like, that's fucking hilarious.
Okay, I think I kind of remember where we are. Oh, we are in a super complicated area.
All right, just for Bob, so we can have one.
Oh, Jesus.
Take a drink, everybody.
To take a shot, everybody. Meow.
No, that's not how that works. Okay, where are we going? Well, there's several places we can go. Okay.
Like, I've been playing God of War and trying to push the plot a lot. The plot along, and I can't fucking find it for like the past 2 days.
Oh, I hate it when that happens when I'm playing a game.
And I was like, what the fuck?
I want to go over there. Okay, I remember how to do this. Okay, we got to go down here first. Sorry, Bob.
Because I wanted to broadcast it, but it was just me wandering around for like 40 fucking minutes drinking and smoking. And I was like, what the fuck?
That's why I hate playing the super open world games. I've done it before where I played a game. I can't remember what game it was I played. I think it was Hogwarts Legacy. And I was playing Hogwarts Legacy, and there's entire streams where the entire stream is me just trying to figure out where the fuck to go. But I'm like drunk as shit. I'm like, this has got to be boring for at least somebody.
Yeah, and I'm like, nobody wants to watch this stuff. Like, I shouldn't broadcast this kind of content. Like me getting killed by big ass bosses for an hour, I think people would love to see.
The enemy is here.
But
I can get some XP. Free XP, let's go! We're almost at 2. We're almost at 2 points.
Yeah. I think we're sitting on one we want, right?
We are sitting on 1 point right now. What I
think
want to
we
do is
wanna
try. I want to try to get over here, but I think I need to end up here,
Yeah,
which means
we got to change some more lasers around, or do the.
no. We've got everything we need to get to where we need to go.
All right, you got the updraft right there.
Oh shit!
To your left.
I missed it. Ah, I got it. Let's
No,
go.
you got it. You got it.
This is where we need to go. Let's go.
All right, land to your left.
Ah!
Meow.
Yes.
Ah, Jesus, like
You were right. I needed to go the other way. Fuck.
you needed to go to your left platform.
Oh shit! Oh, that was close. Actually, I don't think I need to do the updraft. Nope, I needed to do the updraft. Let's go. Let's go to this platform down here that we can jump up to. Okay, good. Okay, good.
Look at you, platforming.
Hold on. How many times have I died so far? Are you talking like today or within the entire game?
Oh my god! Within the entire game?
I wonder if there's a statistic for that.
I doubt it.
There might be.
I love that Crystal has a wrench.
Today I've died twice.
Oh, Crystal has a wrench on my side.
Yeah, she's on one channel. She doesn't have a wrench. No, she has a wrench on both channels. She's got a master. No, yeah, she's got a wrench on. Is she on your channel or my channel?
She has one on my channel. I don't see her in your. I'm in your channel, and she's not popping up.
No, she's not in my channel right now. So I don't know if she has a wrench. She probably has a wrench in my channel.
She has a wrench in mine because she's Chris Pitton and she's awesome.
Oh, we can get into this spot up here now. So let's go over here. Oh, Kitten does not have a wrench in my channel.
Oh, fix that, Ike.
Totally fucking fixing that. Calm the fuck down. Okay, so Nate's in the chat now. No, Nate's like, oh, that's the Elon. He did the salute. He changed it. God damn it, Nate. Well, we can't have nice things. That's good. That's good. We just jump this way. And then there's a green spot here now that we can go and do.
Yeah, I think we got to break through here.
Oh, there's a... Oh, I already fought this robot.
Absorbing damage.
I have to beat my record of 2 deaths. I think my record is actually more than 2 deaths. There was one episode I think we did like what 20-something deaths, and I kind of.
It was a cascading thing. It just didn't stop.
Yeah, I kind of like that one was not good, and I kind of did it on purpose. Oh, I know what to do. I know to do this. We got to use the BD shit. So we okay. Oh yeah,
Okay,
I remember
where we left off now. Yeah,
I remember where we're at now.
I haven't even started playing this game.
Okay, so we just need to push this until it gets to a spot where it's shooting. Oh, do I have to go turn it on? Wait, do I have to go turn it on?
I think you have to slam it through the door.
I have to do what?
Open the door enough to spin the fan to get it through the room.
I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean open the door? What?
It's just interact with the thing.
Oh no, it should be shooting through the door right now, and it should be shooting through here. Is the problem because this is open.
Go back to the thing and spin it so it can fit through the door. See
What?
how it's wide?
Hold on. What are you even goddamn talking about, Bob?
Back
Hold on,
up.
let's
and
backtrack
go-
here.
Back up. All right, you know how you can push this thing?
Oh no, I know what the issue is. Hold on. I know what the issue is. We need to go get the ball. We have to pick up the ball. The ball that's right there. We have to pick the ball up.
I'm pretty sure we did this last time.
We have to pick the ball up to put it in
Yeah.
the thing so it'll shoot. So then the ball goes into the machine, and then the machine can shoot shit. And then we can get that thing that's over there. Because we came in here and did it the opposite direction before.
Yeah, I remember when we did this.
Yeah, because I was so fucking stupid about it. Where the fuck did that ball go?
Up on top.
No, I'm not seeing it. It might have gone away. I likes to put his fuck you, Nate. Yeah, let's go see if the ball got, because sometimes when it gets to the edge of the level here, it disappears. So let's go see if the ball got reimagined to where it needed to be. Yep, there it is.
How was that? We got like 11 fucking notifications.
What?
I just got like 11 notifications with a bell. That's the game.
Oh,
doing it.
there it goes. It just disappeared. Like, what the fuck? Okay,
Launch
I
it
think...
over.
No, I think we just need to do this pragmatically. We need to do this a little bit more like a puzzle-esque. This might be wrong, and I don't know if what we're doing is right. There's a good chance it could be wrong.
Nate's asking is it timed?
It might be timed, so let's go. No, fuck me! Let's go.
There
No!
goes that.
Where did you go? Come back!
Oh hell, Chewbacca.
God damn it, it's down there.
Might as well
Oh,
restart it.
fuck. It is timed, is what I'm thinking. And being somebody that's possibly slightly drunk already, I might not have the best dexterity.
No, that's fine. I'm pretty sure if we end gameplay early, we can probably get everybody else in here.
Well, we can definitely get a panel in here.
There you go.
It's gotta be up there. It's gotta be up there. Oh, I think I just heard the noise. I think it just disintegrated itself.
It just
Hey, traveling fools, welcome, sir. I want to apologize about a couple weeks ago when I showed up on your panel and nobody would let me talk about how people going into outer space actually was real.
Hi, traveling fools. It's always good to see you. I love how I see it on the full screen now.
I was more
Yeah.
sarcastic than anything there. Traveling. I'm
Yeah,
not upset about that.
You gotta time this one out.
I think so.
Go shoot it.
Globetard? Hashtag Globetard? That's funny. I like that. Oh, there it is. There it is. Let's go, 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 go.
Well, I think you got it, Ike.
Got it! Let's go!
Put that there. All right, and then you gotta do the beady thing, right?
Yep. Well, first we gotta do this. There it is, there it is, there it is. BD.
Yeah, you gotta break that.
There
Break
we
his kid in his
go.
one.
LFG, let's fucking go. Is there something up there? Or is that just a... No, there's an entire thing that we can get through on that.
Yeah, you gotta keep going up with that beady thing.
Does OBS do MOV videos with RGBA color mode? I don't. I think I know what RGBA means. So if that means that it has the invisible layer, so everything that's in there and the things that are the invisible layer, you can see through it. Yes, it does. Yeah, alpha channel. Yes, that's what it is. Yes. Can I get up there?
I doubt it.
Well, it looks like it's still green. I can still get through this wall at some point. Okay, there's other things that we can probably do here. So one of them is this direction.
Ooh, it's fucking notification.
Ah! God damn it!
Meow.
All right, I'm gonna go have a smoke on that meow. And
Oh
then
shit!
have a shot.
There's a thing over here I can go get. You see that, Bob?
Yeah, all the way down there.
Let's go see if we can grab that.
I doubt you'd be able to survive that fall.
Yes, I can.
No, let yourself fall. But you gotta stay on the wall.
Oh, I fucked it up.
Yeah.
Meow.
Meow.
But I got the data disk, but I died.
Nice.
Where does that take me? Like, what the fuck is the point of this? I think I have to die to get that data disk, unless there's like a platform down there. Oh. Hold on. I gotta go check something here really quick. I think that's the one I want. We go down here. Let me take this. Get to it. Let's go. We get to that one too. Nope, we're gonna die.
Meow.
Shit, I don't know where the fuck.
Meow.
Bob's gonna be pissed when he gets back. Holy fuck. Where we at? Where am I? We still got. God damn it!
Meow.
That's the one I needed. Let's see if I can make that work without fucking it up this time. There we go. That's not where I want to be, but this works anyway. I want to go here, and I want to go down here. Oh God.
Meow.
Get on! What are you doing, you fucking retard? This is the one I need to move, I'm pretty sure. Make this work. Oh no, that's right in the way. Holy shit. God damn it. Oh, this is so annoying. Oh, can't even make it that far? What the fuck? Oh. Dead.
Meow.
This is kind of what I kind of find frustrating.
Bob,
Yeah.
do you
Want to
know where
call
we're
it?
at? Do you know where we're at with deaths now?
No, I'm not. I haven't been keeping track.
No,
Right.
that's fine. That's fine. You've been gone. You've been gone. Where
Do
were
I
we
have
at?
to drink a half a
Hold,
bottle?
no, no, you don't. No, you don't.
I
Where
just
were
got
we
another
at?
beer.
Hold on, Bob. Hold on, Bob. Where were we at with deaths when you left?
I have no idea. I wasn't paying attention.
It was 3.
Okay. What are you at now? Uh-oh.
I'm gonna hold my fingers up. 9.
Wow.
We're at 9 now. I'm gonna go save. I'm gonna go save.
Yeah,
We'll call it a night on this one because
hit a meditation point and let's talk about some shit.
yeah. Well, I'll post the link for people to join us on the DQ, the Discord. No, not Discord. The what is it called? StreamYard. ESY.
Focus.
We didn't
You
get
know,
our second meditation point. That's pathetic.
we're also second point. Yeah, you're right.
We needed
Save.
that one.
We're almost there though. We are almost there, Bob.
Yeah, I know. I know. Almost there.
Okay, let's grab the link. We can go for maybe another 20 or 30, maybe 40 minutes with people if people want to join us.
Back to it.
They haven't posted it in both. Why did it not post into yours? I do have to pee, so I'm gonna go do that really quick.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll check it if it posted in mine.
Oh, no, there it is. It just showed up. Okay, I'll be right back.
Yeah, there's a bit of a delay. Why aren't you all hitting the likes on my shit? What the fuck? Ike! We hit 601. Let me go view my channel, see what it's at. I'm at 362. But Ike, Ike's channel hit 601. Guess what? We get another party. 601. That's pretty crazy. I did post the link. It is what it is. I mean, I do gotta work tomorrow too myself, like Billy said. And I don't have any pull to protect me, which means I have to go all over the goddamn city. Ike, you hit 601 again.
Yeah, we've hit 600 subs. This is the fourth time.
Yeah, let's have a party.
No, the one party I want to do is the Seriously Cast 5-year anniversary from our first ever video upload, which is September 29th. Was September 29th, 2020 was our first video upload.
Okay, I'm totally down to join that party because my birthday is on September the 17th.
Nice.
And I was born in 1976.
It's about time.
I know. I was peeing. Bob was in charge, but he negated and neglected.
Drop the
I guess.
ball, Bob.
Fuck you, not Ike, because I didn't hear the beep. Okay, there was no beepity beep. I would have added you.
You can't hear my air conditioner right now, can you?
Yeah, sort of, but not really. But only when you're talking.
No.
My air conditioner's going off too because it's fucking hot as balls.
Yes, it is. I just installed it.
I've got one of these.
Security's desk, and I hope she doesn't get mad about that.
I've got one of these mobile units.
Yes, so do I.
Hey, Benny Loggins, welcome. What's up?
I said, so do I.
Oh, you've got a portable one too.
Yeah, it's a standing one. It's smaller.
Mine's not bad, but
Robert just bought one, or Mom and Robert just bought one from Costco for like $350.
nice.
So, Ike, are we going to have a production meeting on the wrestling
Tomorrow,
anniversary?
Thursday, we're not having a production meeting, but we will have a production meeting probably sometime in the weekend, either
Okay.
Saturday, Sunday, potentially Monday, because that's when Jimmy's usually more available.
Okay.
But Jimmy knows that we're not doing the 1-year anniversary Thursday, and I think Outlaw knows as well. I need to figure out sometime between now and then with Outlaw because he's been logging in and using my Steam login to create characters, and he's done like 1-year anniversary outfits for a bunch of characters. And for some reason, my cloud isn't synced, so everything he's done, I can't fucking use.
So what Outlaw is doing is insanely awesome. It's just now being recognized by your account.
Well, I need to get to a point where him and I can get together and try to figure out how to box with the system to force it to upload what he's created.
Box or wrestle?
What?
You said box with the system. Isn't this wrestling?
I would say either and or both.
Sure.
You should.
He lost connection.
You should make up all of the cards from Creator Clash and have them wrestle.
Hey, Mr. Duggar, welcome, sir. The one thing I wanted to do for the 1-year anniversary, and I think I might have some time to be able to figure it out now, is there are certain like game altering softwares you can get where you can change the genders of the females, and I was thinking about just doing a all card rumble and having the females join the men, but you just change the females to male, but they still have the same moveset. And just having the females and the males just doing like a 30 person rumble, like with everybody. When I say everybody, I mean everybody.
I'm gonna win.
I think that's a dumb idea.
Why is that dumb?
Yeah, I think it's a dumb idea.
Duggar, if you want to join for this stupid conversation, you're more than welcome to. The link should be pinned in the comments now.
I'm gonna go fill my water bottle. I'll be right back.
Why is that dumb, Bob?
Why would you mix all the males and the females together? It's a
The
dumb
one.
idea.
Hold on. The two
hang
questions.
on.
The two questions I get as commissioner are: can I have a character? And the second most asked question is: can the men fight the women? And no, they can't. But we
I
can
have
make
it-
it happen.
I have it on a very high authority that men and women can compete together equally, and there's no difference between the genders, and there's no reason that
Oh
men
yeah,
can't
this
compete
is a
in
good
women's sports.
idea.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
this is
I'm
a
being
good
told
idea.
on high authority.
But is your high authority AOC?
My high authority is that I pulled it out of my ass.
Oh,
Yeah,
Duggar
this
just
is a
showed up
good
and
idea.
Duggar just showed up and he kicked out because you were talking about that, Nate.
Oh, did you just say that with a hard R? It's
Yeah.
dug up.
Yeah,
Come on.
no, you my Dugga.
No, Adam ruins everything. Said so on the Timcast.
I saw that. Holy shit. Adam Conover is a fucking moron. How's it going,
Be
Duggar?
right back.
What's up, brother? Fellas, what's going on?
It's been a minute since I've talked to you.
I've been on a couple of shows with you, and I didn't get to talk to you then either. You were all fucked up and having fun,
Yeah.
and drinking. It was fun. What's going on, man?
I've got a lot going on right now, and
We're actually trying to write what the fuck we're gonna do.
what
Well,
are you talking? Or no, we're talking about. So the 1 year anniversary of the SWF was supposed to be tomorrow, but I had a friend pass away, and I got to go help do some. I got to go help do some post life stuff with my brother, not Nate's, not my twin brother, but my older brother, for her husband, and doing a bunch of that stuff. So we're canceling the 1 year anniversary, and we're going to reschedule it for next week.
My condolences to you and your friends, family. You know, I'll throw them in my prayers, man. You know me, I'm always praying about that for somebody. But yeah, this is the first time I've ever been on your show, right?
I don't think this is the first time this is the first time you've been on a Wednesday show. I'm pretty sure of it. Actually, wait, is this the first time you've ever been on any of my panels?
Absolutely.
Holy shit.
That's really cool.
You know, I've been on a lot of panels with you.
It's true.
You know, but never on your particular panel, sir.
Well, thanks for coming up.
On this panel now?
Yeah, I figured I'd come up here for a couple minutes. You know me, I don't stay too long. I just come up and see what the shaking with the bacon, you know, and
Cheers.
let you know God's warrior is ready to slap the fuck out of anybody you need me to. So I hope everything's going good. I hate to hear about your loss, and I'm kind of excited that it's summertime now. I'm not shivering like a dog shit in a peat seed anymore because it's cold, you know, and it's getting fishing weather. And as a matter of fact, I might even take a trip to Texas here in a week or so and
nice.
go fetch my boat. I got a boat in Texas I need to go get.
How far from Texas do you live, and where in Texas abouts are you going? Because Texas is huge.
It's from where I live right now to put me where I need to pick up my boat. It's about a 15-hour drive.
It's like what for a decent person, like a 2-day drive.
No. I'll you know, by the time I'll just go to, if I get sleepy, I'll stop and take me a quick little nap. You know, but
I do that at work.
You know, fuck you, Nate. You notice I said a decent person, and he's like, no. I love you.
I don't know about a decent person. I've got a lead foot. You know, I know how to drive, and
would you be doing that drive by yourself, or are you bringing somebody with you?
I don't know. I can talk my buddy into it. He might go with me. I'll grab a few poles and take them with us.
Having two drivers is usually better than having just one, but also you also want to murder the person that you're with after like a good 6-7 hours.
a
Yeah,
few
we're
of
driving to
my
Vegas.
old fishing holes. I haven't fished in a couple of my old fishing holes in 30 years,
There you go.
and I know some spots where, but you never know. It's water changes spots all the time, especially salt water. And but I've got a couple rivers that's got some big yellowcat in it that I really
Nice.
enjoyed fishing when I was youngin'. But I'd like to go down there and get on a couple of lakes and fill up a nice chest full of some crappie and bring them home.
Oh, hold on, really quick. I gotta ask Riggs really quick. Is that pigeon wearing a strap on? Like, what the fuck? Look at that fucking picture on his thing. That's so terrible. I'm pulling that off the screen. Fucking A. God damn it. Nate and I are going to be driving to Vegas probably in July with our dad.
How long
With our
will that
dad.
drive? Let's find out.
Yeah.
We're still.
That'll
Oh
be
my
fun.
god! Oh my god! I really kind of wish Trudy didn't kind of invite herself. Trudy, if you're watching this, I apologize, but I'm being honest.
Well, as far as she knows, you invited her because otherwise she would have felt left out, and I probably wouldn't have been able to go.
I would rather her not come because she's just going to she's going to be a wet blanket on a lot of stuff that we might be doing.
Yeah, well, she probably won't actually end up.
Well, I know because it's going to be you, me, and Dad, and she's going to feel left out even though she's there.
Yeah. It says it's a 15-hour drive.
Are you saying there may be hookers involved here or what? What the fuck?
No, there's no hookers involved.
Gambling.
Nate, we're actually going to go down I-5 to probably Sacramento and then go up that way.
So a 20-hour
So it's going to
drive?
be like an 18 or 20-hour drive. But I think we're going to stop at one point and get a hotel before we get there.
Okay.
You're going to gamble or what?
So my
There'll
dad.
probably be some gambling.
There's probably going to be some gambling, but my dad is a what's the best way to put this? He's a really good woodworker. He's probably one of the best people on the West Coast when it comes to like making shit.
Yeah.
And he's currently got a 20-year-old girl. Like I think she's only like 18. She's like 18 and she's like a prodigy, like a literal prodigy.
Nice.
And him and her are making a Barbie-sized wagon. So it's like a Barbie-sized, like not Conestoga, but like it'd be more like a chuck wagon type wagon.
Right.
And it's supposed to be a Barbie-sized humidor for cigars.
Wow.
And so he's going through and showing her the inner workings on how to build a wagon because he's built full-size wagons for like a good half of his life. And so he's teaching her all of the tricks of the trade, but they're downgrading it to Barbie sized.
Wow.
And they just submitted it to FSW whatever. There's a woodworking show that only happens every 2 years, and it's like the premier woodworking show for the world, where everybody from the world competes for like prizes and stuff. And they submitted her coach, her Barbie-sized coach, into the woodworking competition for a prize. And so if they get accepted, which I don't know if they already know. I think they already know. I haven't talked to him probably in the last couple of days. It's supposed to be I think he's supposed to know by the end of May, but the show isn't until mid-July.
Wow.
And so it's the middle of the week, so it's Monday through Friday. So we're gonna show up on a Wednesday and leave on Friday.
A lot of people don't know what prestigious even is about somebody doing that kind of craft and then going amongst a group of their peers. That's got to really be exciting to them, and people like that amaze me. They can do stuff like that.
Yep.
And people who can play a guitar amaze me because they can do something I can't.
Exactly. So it's actually really interesting. Pre-COVID, my dad had a different student that built a miniature wagon and had it submitted for the show, and they got accepted. They came in second. They came in second to a guitar that was made from a kit.
Wow.
And this wagon was made from scratch. Wasn't made from a kit. The guitar that won, that beat him, it was in high school, the high school category. The guitar that beat him was made from a kit. And the thing that came in third was another fucking guitar. And then my dad was sitting there and he's like hearing all these people, all these guitar people. It's like, how did that wagon win? Well, that's not fucking actual woodworking. It's like, you're making the same goddamn thing that people have been making for 300 years, and somebody can make that next week. When's the last time a fucking what is it, 1/24th scale wagon has come through here?
Yeah, and it's not a kit.
And it's not a kit. Like you can, like, most guitars are based off of just a general design. There's no design that they're using. They're just using blueprints that they have from like the 1930s.
That's a design.
Yes and no. Yes and no. So like when I say design, they actually have a physical object they can look at. That's the exact size that they can legit copy. Like something like that, you can't. You have to do the measurements. You have to scale it down. There's a lot of mathematical work that you have to do to make it work, and then there's a lot of trial and error. But if you're making the same thing you've already made 1,000 times over, or other people made 1,000 times over, that's really fucking easy to do. But it's based on essentially what they're presenting. Yes, there is a lot of work in there, but it's the same thing they've seen day in and day out.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I've got a tackle box that a friend made me out of wood. That is it's a chest, really. It's fucking amazing, and anybody that ever sees it, always try to talk me out of it or want to buy it or something. I mean, it's all made out of wood, but it's got trays in it, little compartments in it for like extra reels and your special lures you want to put in there. It's a pretty outstanding piece of woodwork, and just to be able to not break some of the rails that they made, that turn into little dies and stuff. And they actually took that from a little square block and made their own die. They didn't just buy a piece of die and fucking snip it and put it in there. They made their own die. And there's not a nail in that box, not one nail, and it's sturdy. It's just as sturdy.
That's cool. It was all done with joinery and wood glue and stuff. That's cool.
It's amazing, and it's got 3 or 4 different slides inside that open different compartments and stuff, and they're just as smooth as butter when you open them up. So that's
one of the coolest things that I think my dad owns, and it's just a nondescript box in the side of his shop that I don't think anybody's gonna think twice about, but I want it if and when he passes. It's a toolbox.
Yeah.
That came from Mount Vernon.
Wow.
And so one of his friends bought it, and he took all the old school vintage tools out of it and gave it to my dad and told him he couldn't sell it because it's not technically George Washington's toolbox. It would have been the toolbox of the people that were taking care of his property after he passed. So it is a toolbox for the maintenance guy that worked at Mount Vernon after George Washington passed. So technically it's George Washington's goddamn toolbox, but it's also not the provenance. It was a toolbox of a guy that worked on Mount Vernon. Which I think is still really cool.
Yeah, I mean, we've had some guys, built all wood downhill racers and shit here in New Mexico. and except for the wheels, they put regular wheels on it. But everything besides the wheels and the cable they used for the steering, you were allowed to use cable for steering, and but even their brakes were made out of wood, dude. It was a fucking trip.
My dad within the last couple of years is trying to, and I think he's still trying to lay out and build wooden race car wheels
Yeah,
with the metal rim and everything, and he's been trying to do that for the last couple of years. It's just a lot of other things have come up, and I think he still wants to do it. Like there's this sport out here in the Pacific Northwest called cycle carts. It's
yeah.
like downhill racing, except it has an engine, and so it's like a go kart mixed with a motorcycle. So it's cycle cart. The thing about it was it actually became really popular around COVID, when COVID started, because there was a bunch of people that wanted to get into motorsports but didn't want to break the bank. So the idea is to build your race car to resemble a pre-World War II race car, but you can't spend more than like $2,000 on the build. And so like they want so they were buying like cheap motorcycle tires, motorcycle rims that they can find at like the junkyard at the time. And now you can't find those motorcycle rims anymore because the sport got so popular that they actually had to tell a company to make them new ones, because you can't find them anymore because all of the old ones have been picked. And
spokes.
they're metal spokes, but my dad wants to try and do wooden spoke wheels with those race cars.
Yeah, we had my grandfather. He was a farmer. His name was Spud Farr. He's Irish and he's a tater farmer, and so he got the name Spud. And he was old school, dude. I mean, we plowed with a mule. We didn't have a tractor. We had mules. We didn't go buy milk at the store. We milked a fucking cow. We wanted chicken. We went and rang one of them's neck. You know what I mean? We had chickens that for food. We had and eggs, and but we did raise bulls just for fried chicken Sunday. You know what I mean? And but a lot of the tools and stuff he had, man, I was just amazed. Like me and you share really an interest in blacksmithing. I love homemade blacksmith tools. Turnarounds, the dabble gongs, whatever you need to
Well, yeah, most blacksmiths, if you need a tool,
make your own tool.
you make it. But also, if you're gonna be making something as a blacksmith, if you're gonna make one of it, make it. If you're gonna make more than two, make a jig, and then you can make as many as you fucking want. I've got jigs that other people that I know have made.
Yeah. I remember I made my first hammer. That was a trip, dude. I loved it. I still got that hammer today, and and I used it quite a bit, and never capped over where it set right. That thing was folded so many times. It was hard. That was a hard piece of metal, bro. And I bet I love making knives and rod holders, fishing rod holders. I wish I had. Go ahead.
I had a guy come in like last fall, and he apparently 60 years ago had some fishing rod holders made for him, and he was like, I had these made like 60 years ago, and I want you to make me 5 of them so I can give them as Christmas gifts. And so he brought in the fishing holder.
Nice.
And I looked at it. I made some measurements. He left one with me. I made one, and I still have the first one that I made. And then I made 5 more for him. And I I think I figured I didn't make a jig, but I fashioned something with like clamps and stuff, which is essentially a jig, and I made 5 more, and so I have one, and I have the dimensions. I can make more of them, and he was excited, and I think I only charged him like $400 for the project.
Well, like you, I made a lot of dinner triangles and stuff, and
I love my dinner triangle. My dinner triangles, I make them.
well,
I have a.
good seller, man. And
They're a good seller, yes.
and
But I have.
I made
Go ahead.
I made garden stakes. I made dragonflies and butterflies and bugs.
I don't do welding. That's the one thing I don't know how to do yet.
It's easy, bro. It's
I
easy.
understand.
They got a little small one out now. I wish I'd have had back in the day when I was making these knickknacks.
I've got in the shop here. I've got 4 different welders, MIG, TIG, and but there's like 2 different MIG welders, 2 different TIG welders, and then we also have oxyacetylene.
Yeah, well, you know, I can use a MIG pretty good and a regular welder. You know, I can use it. You know, just learning how to tune it in, and
Exactly.
and making your flop. Pipe welder taught me how to weld, and that was probably the biggest thing that he ever did for me. Teach me how to close a gap. You know,
right now I've got a guy that used to build race cars that wants to trade me time. So he's going to teach me how to weld if I teach him how to blacksmith. And I'm like, hell yeah, let's fucking go.
Get over it. You're getting the better of that because that's going to increase your production of different kinds of stuff.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Like if he's a race car, if he's a guy that has built race cars, that those welds have to be pristine.
And the reason I was my old lady was actually a fucking unbelievable blacksmith, dude. She'd make these candles and holders that looked like medieval shit, you know, and she always, and she literally made, you know, $3,000 to $10,000 a month just selling these things.
Jesus
and
Christ.
I mean, yeah, she just off them. That doesn't count the other stuff. We did a lot of hardware, you know, making pot holders, you know, racks, which was my favorite because they were easy to repeat and do. And once you got the measurement for the pot holder rack, you know, you'd have to go measure it where you want it and stuff like that. You'd pre-drill it and have it. It didn't take but a minute to put up, and
you can charge an arm and leg for it.
Arm and a leg, dude. You know, $1,500. Boom. Takes you about a day and a half to do the whole thing.
Yeah, that's the fun thing about, not necessarily a fun thing, but one of the interesting things about doing the blacksmithing is I did a show last year and I had these hooks. They were like it looked like this. So, but I had a bigger one. So I have one that's probably like twice the size, and I'm selling them for like $20 a piece, or like 2 for $30. And some ladies like $25 for that, and I'm like, well, it's handmade, and it's probably gonna be better than what you get on Amazon. She's like, I can probably find that for cheaper. I'm like, go for it. Like I literally spent a lot of time developing the skills to be able to make that, and then also the jig to like. I'm not gonna lie that I only spent like maybe 6 minutes putting that together. But yeah, it's worth at least $25 because there's at least that much work in it. With the so the little hook on the end here, there's no jig for that. That's all handmade. Oh, yeah. The rest of this is a jig.
Like you go to
you had a hole in your anvil and hit it right there, bro.
What is that, Nate?
You go to the doctor. Yeah, you could probably perform surgery on yourself or find someone that can do it cheaper. But don't you want to go to the person that actually spent time and money developing their skills?
That's a good analogy there, bro.
That is a very good analogy. like yeah, so some lady walked up to me. It's like she's like, why are you charging $25 for this? I'm like, it's worth $25. Well, I can buy this on Amazon. Then go to fucking Amazon. Or my favorite one is I can make this at home. I'm like, yo, go for it. Make it at home,
You
and
got
then
a
I'll
forge
buy.
in
I'll if you can make it at home, I'll buy it for the price you want. I'll buy it for the price you want to buy it from me for, and then I'll sell it for my price.
Well, see, I got lucky when
Yeah.
I got broke into the blacksmithing. I broke in on coal and air, and then my second, my next forge, my first uh, gas forge. Well, that was a blessing, and and a hydraulic hammer. Come on,
Oh
I
man,
love
I wish I had
hammer.
one of those. I wish I had one of
Air
those.
hammer, dude. If you're doing hardware, it's so cool. It's great for knives, swords, anything like that.
Every knife I've ever made is done without a hammer, like the hydraulic hammer or whatever. Um, I've never done Damascus, mainly because it's all I'd have to do it by hand, but it is
Hard.
something I do.
It can
It
be
is
done.
something I understand that it's hard, and it is something I do want to try. But for the most part, I mostly just take. There we have a bunch of springs in our like dead area of things, and oh, Nate's internet crapped out. A dead area, and so I take things off of that, and so I can take like a round thing of spring, and then just turn it into a knife from raw material to knife. So I think the proper term is a billet, but it's not a billet. It's just it's a spring that just it's a coil spring. I just cut a piece off. I can turn that into a knife with a full tang and everything.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
Like that's a skill that not a lot of people have. People try, but I've done it at least 4 times, and it's a lot of work. To like a lot of people do it where they get the steel, and then they use like a laser etcher, and then they make the knife that way. No, I don't do that, and so that just kind of diminishes what people will want to pay for the work that I put into a knife. The last railroad spike knife that I made, I gave to a friend as a gift. It took me an hour and a half to go from a railroad spike to a railroad spike knife done.
yeah.
And that was the moment. I'm like, I'm really good at this.
Yeah, I my favorite material I used for making my bigger knives was lift springs off of a car, and I mean
Well,
I made some beautiful Bowie knives out of that,
well,
and and I got to finish them with elk horn and turquoise and coral and that kind of stuff, and put a silver
the
plate on it.
because my dad is a huge wagon guy. We have a lot of springs from like old buggies and stuff, and so most of the things that I've made knives
Perfect,
out of are like buggy springs and not car
perfect.
springs, buggy springs. So they're like not. I'm not. I was gonna say retro, but it's not retro. They're vintage
Yeah,
fucking
that carbon
springs.
metal is the best, dude.
Yes,
It makes like a charade blade, or an
there's
old
a
timer blade.
there's a guy that keeps dropping what are they called? They're what is it? Oh, shit, give me a second. It is there's a guy that keeps dropping off rasps for horseshoeing.
Yeah,
So I have probably about
you're
200
great.
I have like 200 horseshoe rasps
That's
that
great metal, dude. Hard.
it
That's
is
hard.
that's good hard metal, but the problem is a horseshoe rasp. The one he showed me a knife that somebody made him out of a horseshoe rasp. It looked good, but that was just material removal and not actual like
Yeah.
smithing it.
Well,
And so
you need to.
my
You got to fold it, bro. I mean, you
well,
got to
yeah, you
fold
can
it.
use those to fold it, but his was a material removal
Yeah, yeah.
rather than smithing. And
Chip.
I'm like, that looks cool, but there was the part that takes the part that so there's 2 parts to like a knife making. You do the smithing, you do all of the quenching, all that stuff. The grinding takes just as much as the smithing,
More, I think.
but probably more. But if the smithing to grinding ratio is 40 to 60, that's about on par. But if the smithing is 20% to
Yeah,
the 80% of just grinding the thing into shape, yes, anybody can fucking do that.
yeah, yeah.
So it should be at least a 40 to 60% ratio smithing to grinding. But if it's like a 10% to like 90%, 10% smithing, 90% grinding, then you're just doing removal of material rather than just making a knife.
Yeah.
Yes, it is a knife by definition, but it that's just I'm just being an elitist, I guess.
I, we used to make our own rods out of surf rods out of cane, and we made poured our own weights and made our own surf weights and that kind of stuff growing up. So because we couldn't go afford to go uh, over there and to the store and buy them, but we could go to the scrap yard and buy some lead and pour our own shit, and the we couldn't afford a $300 nice surf rod. We'd go make it and do it ourselves. We'd find some old rod that had the right eyes on it and swipe take them off of that. We'd find them at a garage sale or whatever. Or
Well,
once in a while, we'd buy some new eyes and a new tip just to make
you
make a pretty one. But man,
you're
I
from
tell
a
you, we made some giant surf rods, 12, 14-foot rods that we could heave 6-ounce fucking weight out there.
you're from a different generation. If you can't find it, you make it. And
Yeah,
now this generation, if you can't find it, you buy it off of Amazon or somewhere on the
we
goddamn
didn't have
internet.
that. We didn't. We were all looking underneath the hood of our cars and working on cars and trying to outrun
Yeah.
your buddies and fishing, hunting, love it every day, that kind of shit, and farming. And I was a shrimper by trade and a
Nice.
tugboatman, and I've been a cook on an offshore oil rig, and I was in the army, and I was a bouncer in a bar. I've done a lot of different things, dude, but nobody's ever give me shit. What I'm trying to get at, I always had to do it to make it, and I was held accountable for my actions, and a lot. That's what probably pisses me off more than anything. And and everybody getting their feelings hurt. So, oh, he talked mean to me. I can get him for defamation. No, you can't. That's his opinion. That's that's First Amendment shit. So I don't know.
Well, a lot of people are. So I just found out, not just found out, but a while ago I found out that technically I'm a millennial, but I fucking goddamn hate millennials because they're all fucking like entitled brat assholes. And there is a group of like end of Gen, what is it, Gen X, end of
Yeah,
Gen X, and then beginning of millennials. So like the later part of the 1970s and the early part of the 1980s, the people that were born there got together and they said we're zillennials. And so I was born in January 1985. So technically I'm a millennial, but also technically I'm a zillennial because a lot of millennials don't remember dial-up internet. And I do. And I remember no, hold on. Let me backtrack. Let me backtrack here. Most millennials don't remember a time before the internet. I remember a time before the internet when what we wanted to watch was when it was on TV
yeah.
and that kind of bullshit. And so like we had a VHS player and all that stuff. You probably remember when you couldn't even have that shit. Sorry, I'm not trying to make you feel old.
No, dude, I know how old I am. When you was born, I was 26 years old.
Jesus Christ.
When you was born, I was already 26 years old. I was born in 59, pre-60 baby.
Wow.
I remember I was a little bitty fella. I think I was about 3 or 4 when John F. Kennedy got killed, but I remember my mama coming out the door, at a screen door, and because we lived in
Oh,
South Texas,
damn.
and she goes, "George, they shot John." That was talking to my daddy. And my daddy freaked out because he had a brother named John. That my uncle John has a cool uncle. And she goes, "No, not your brother, the president." And I
Wow.
remember watching it on we had a black and white screen. We was
Yep.
absolutely the first family in town to have a color TV.
So let me put it this way, because this is interesting. You were the same age when I was born that my grandmother was, almost, probably by 3 years difference. My grandmother was the same age that you were when I was born, when you were born.
Well, what can you do? I'm sniffing air, and a lot of people who was born when I was born, they're not.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
I burnt the candle at both ends and snipped it in the middle and lit them 2 ends too. That was when we had good cocaine, and
Oh,
if
goddamn.
there ever was any such thing as good cocaine, I hate cocaine, but I love the way it smelled.
Well, right now is not the best time to get any kind of cocaine,
No,
because people
hell
are
no. Now they got
the fentanyl. They're cutting it with fentanyl.
You talking about things that watch progress. We had a party phone. Our neighbor was on the same line we were on.
No, I know what a party phone is, because my parents had a party phone when my dad was in the military.
And, yeah, I mean, and literally, like I said, we were able to work on our own cars back then. Either spark or gas or air. There's
Oh,
one
man.
of them threes wrong with it. If it's
My
spinning.
grandfather, when I went to his memorial, and there was a story that was told about him. So during World War II, there was a trade embargo with Canada, and so we couldn't trade specifically auto parts with Canada. And so my grandfather at the time lived in Cedar-Woolley, Washington, which is really close to the Canadian border. There was a ditch that was essentially the Canadian border. My grandfather and his friends would drop auto parts in the ditch, and then come back a couple days later, and there was an envelope with money. So he was illegally trading with Canada during World War II. And the other story that I heard at his memorial, which was fucking amazing, was when he was a teenager, they took a car. I can't remember what kind of car it was. It probably would have been in the 40s, and they tied it to a pole. And then they put a brick on the accelerator, and then they let it just go. And I think at one point the lead that they had tied to it snapped, and it drove into a barn.
Um,
And,
when I was your age, I had 3 cars already. When I was 16, I had 3 cars.
I'm not 16.
When I was 16, I had a truck with a Ford truck with a 460 in it. I had a 61 Ford Falcon with a souped up 289 in it. But it was more 302 parts on it than 289.
The dollar could go a lot further around that time than now.
And one of my regular drivers to high school was a 39 Plymouth.
Jesus Christ. The first time I bought a car I was 25, and it was a 1994 Honda Accord. And I've only owned 3 cars, like actually owned 3 cars in my life. That Honda Accord, and then I owned a 1970 something a Volvo, and I fucked that car up. I did not do any work on it, and it blew a rod, and I was not happy about it. And this new car that I have, my grandmother gave to me. It's a 2007 Chrysler 300. It's got some electrical issues, but I'm dealing with it. But I'm trying to treat that car better than I have the other cars that I've owned. But I've only ever owned 3 cars in my life.
Yeah.
But technically speaking, I've only ever bought 2 cars in my life because my grandmother gave me the Chrysler. James, I'm not 14. Go fuck yourself.
I drive a Lincoln. MKC,
Nice.
little MKC.
Okay, well, we're actually coming up on the top of the hour here. Go ahead and finish your thoughts. I'm gonna end the stream, not necessarily end the stream, but do my final thoughts, and then give you a final thought, and then we'll end the stream.
All right, buddy.
So go ahead and finish your thought, and then I'll
Okay.
I'll do a thing.
It was a pleasure being on here. It was about time I got to come hang out with you a little bit, Ike. Good night to chat, and y'all take care of your little bitty selves. And Mr. Duggar loves everybody, and God's Warrior is ready to slap anybody y'all need for me to slap in the ring. I think you said something about a tag team match with me and Fools against a couple people.
Yep.
And
No, I think the next episode there's definitely going to be a tag team match, you and Fools versus whoever the fuck wants to go against you, because I think you guys have the belt right now.
do we?
Actually, no. Hold on, I gotta double check that because you guys went up against the Bringers of Chaos, which is Bob and Chaos,
Yeah.
and I don't remember if you won or not. It might have been Chaos and Bob that won.
Was that the first time, or did they wrestle us twice?
That would have been the last episode. I'm looking this up. Just give me 2 seconds. I gotta pull it up. It's loading right now. God damn it. It's fucking loading thing. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Mrs. T and Gutters. This last one. Oh, I didn't write any of this? What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you guys won. I don't remember if you guys won or not.
All right. Well, I'll let you go. You take care of your little self, man.
Yep. Sounds good. Okay, have a good night. Thanks for coming by. Bacon, Ike's final thoughts. Rumor has it those rivals, I was on Jerry Springer at one point, so we'll talk about that later. But thanks everybody for stopping by. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you thought that the SWF 1 year anniversary is tomorrow, it's actually not tomorrow. We're postponing it for next week because I've got not necessarily a prior engagement, but an engagement I need to work with a friend of mine dying. All right, give me a second. Okay, I gotta go. Have a good night, guys. We'll talk to you later.